Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and yeah, we're here to look at some new dots from Osight. It hasn't been too long since we did a video like this, but I wanted to show you guys this new Osight C and Osight K. We're going to talk about what's good about them and what they've done here as they're releasing dots pretty quickly. But before we get into all that, I want to be super clear and say that they did send me these for review. They didn't pay me for this review. They didn't provide ammo, and I have put over 1,000 rounds specifically on this. We've also tested the K, which is going to be the Shield RMSC footprint dot. But this is mostly what I've been testing. This is the C, and this is going to look really familiar because it's essentially the same dot they were putting out before, but they've moved away from the magnetic charging. So a lot of you guys didn't like this magnetic charging lid. I get it. If you lose this eventually will go dead, and then you're not going to have a dot anymore. And I'll throw the specs on, but this is a plenty big window, and so far I really haven't had a lot to complain about. Well, really I haven't had anything to complain about. To be honest with you, I've had it on for over 1,000 rounds. It's held zero. It's worked every time. Hasn't shut off on me. Hasn't quit working. The glass, everything looks good. The housing is a pretty good size, so it's not like overly big. It's not, you know, taking up part of my vision. And I've really had zero problems with it. And now it has a battery tray. So really, at the end of the day, these come with a bunch of stuff. They have always had good packaging, especially for the money. These are pretty relatively cheap optics, you know, in comparison. And you get the tool, you get all the screws, you get everything for a pretty low price. Now, am I telling you to run out and ditch your Trijicon, your Delta Point Pro, whatever optic you've been running that you trust your life with, to throw on one of these? No, absolutely not. These go on my competition guns. As you can see here, I have one on this pistol. I've had them on my pistols for quite a long time. These go on my competition and range toy guns, and I haven't had any failures with mine. If you guys remember, I did the RMSC footprint, like the enclosing meter one. I beat the absolute dog crap out of that thing, and it still worked. But this is a newer company into the optic space. You know, these guys haven't been doing this very long. There hasn't been a lot of testing done on these, and you're going to see other videos where guys are going to drop test these. They're going to beat the crap out of them. They're going to see what their failure points are, and just to be totally honest with you, I didn't do that with this. This is a range toy optic for me. They're very inexpensive, and they work well, and they look good, and the dot's really good. Now on the C, you're going to get the 3 reticle option. I like just the dot, but if you like that circle and the circle dot, then hey, have at it. You can have that. It does have shake awake. Both this and the K both have the shake awake. Now this just has just a dot. That's the option you're going to get. One dot. For me, that's all I shoot. I don't really care much about like the circle dot, those kind of things with handguns. And if you're here watching this, then I got good news for you, because they offered this up. This wasn't like part of a deal. If you simply watch the video, which you're watching it now, if you just like the video and throw a comment down, they're randomly going to pick somebody to get either the C or the K. So I definitely think they're worth checking out. Like I said, I've been running it. I've had several people run these, and everybody that has run these and has shot this can't really find anything to complain about. Like, there's no crazy tints or hues on the glass. Like, the dot doesn't starburst. The dot looks pretty good. Even in bright sunlight, I have a bad astigmatism. So if the dot's going to look like crap to anybody, it's probably going to be me. You got those options. If you're crazy, if you're one of those crazy people who like that circle and the dot on a handgun, then hey, this has got you covered. But I can't tell you how long the battery's actually going to last, because like I said, it's been running continuously. I purposely turned it on manual so it wouldn't be shutting off. So the entire time I've owned it, this dot has been on. I've had absolutely no issues. And usually with dots, if they fail, they're going to fail basically right out of the box. Within the first couple hundred rounds, they're going to crap out. That's usually how it goes. But I have had no issues with Osight, and they're continuously putting out new dots. They went from kind of one revision to the next. So they came out with this dot, and then they released another one. And honestly, I think they're getting better, so it's a good thing. They're listening to the complaints. You guys didn't like that magnetic charging base. They ditched that. They gave it a battery tray, and I really think they fit a really happy medium here with this Osight C, having the window size it has. It's not ridiculously big. It's got a good dot on it, good glass. And yeah, I'm excited to see where they go from here. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, worth checking this out. Not an affiliate link for me. I don't make a dime if you do or you don't buy this. But if you're looking for range blasters, competition gun dot, let me just show you the 507 comp. All right, the window's a little bit bigger, but not a ton. And you can see that's the Holosun versus that. Obviously the camera is like blowing up the dot, making it look huge. You can see there's a 507. And honestly, I love the Holosun window, but I haven't felt like I needed more when I've shot this. Plenty of window here to track a dot. So really been happy with this, but appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.